Yeah, you can do it too. That's one of the things I took away from the Joe Rogan, Mark Zuckerberg Facebook interview. That would be one of the things I liked about it if I had to say anything at all. Because, I don't like him. It's like, oh, weird. Why don't you like Facebook guy? Why don't you like Mr. Mark? What happened to Tom is my question. Where's Tom on MySpace? I was gonna make a big deal about this, and maybe I would in the future, but right now I just want to throw this out there. There's a video of all the things I liked about the podcast, that episode of the Joe Rogan Experience with Mark of Facebook. What did I like about it, honestly? Out of the 3 hours, what did I like about it? I was gonna go through frame by frame the entire interview and be like, okay, I liked about this. I was gonna take my time and make a really long video. I decided I'm just gonna bust this out and say whatever's on the top of my head, and that would be during the first hour they talked about virtual reality, the Oculus, Facebook Meta coming out with virtual reality stuff. You put on the goggles and you go into the Matrix. The virtual reality stuff is really interesting and cool. I like all that stuff, and I like technology, and I can go into all the stuff that I like about technology, whether it's through them or other people. I'm a friend of that kind of stuff. I love it. This is what I like about it. Kind of thing. And I can probably talk all day about technology and social media and virtual reality and Matrix and WALL-E and all these different movies and shows and things. All these different things. I sometimes talk about the bad stuff about it, because bad stuff happens, and bad stuff can come out of it, out of anything, out of a lot of things, and a lot of bad things are happening. But this video is about what I liked. Well, I like that stuff. If I didn't know any better, I'd be like, I like it. If I didn't know this, or if I didn't know that about what you're wondering, I'm not gonna tell you right now because this video is not about that. But it's like, just think outside the box, or think surface level. It's like, that's really cool. Technology cool, virtual reality cool, this thing cool, that thing cool. I can talk all day about this thing, that thing, technology. Smart cars, smartphones, smart Mark is a robot. No, I don't know, but maybe not a robot. Second hour is about, oh, Mark is a human, he's not a robot. Speaking of robot, he's not a human. I mean, he is human. What am I saying? Ha ha ha. But seriously, ha ha ha. But no, stop laughing. It's like not a laughing matter. It's like, think about this. He hangs out with his friends, lives in Hawaii, tries to take over the islands, but we're not going to talk about that because we're talking about stuff that I like. Okay? So I need to stop bringing up stuff that I don't like. There's too many. Like Bill Gates and George Soros. But we're not going to get into the conspiracies of stuff that's not conspiracies, because it actually happens, kind of thing. I'm not a crazy person, but let's just pretend that I'm totally not a crazy person. I'll only talk about stuff that I like. You know what I like. You know what I like. I like virtual reality. I like technology. I like that he got into, he talked about getting into wrestling and all that stuff that Joe Rogan does, the fighting stuff, and then he talked about how, oh yeah, the VR stuff, the virtual reality stuff, it can simulate all that kind of stuff, and I want to be able to help people connect. I think he was talking about that in the first hour, and it's like, oh, helping people connect, because it's like, sometimes you can't just do business meetings all the time, hopping in airplanes, especially if they try to stop us from traveling, which they've done. And you can only travel for 30 minutes a day. Ooh, that's going to happen with the new climate change lockdown. Oh, Facebook. Oh, YouTube. Don't ban me for saying that. Oh, yeah. I'm only supposed to talk about stuff that I like. Okay, what did I like? What do I like? I like that. You can connect with people with technology and, video conversations. Facebook has the messenger, and you can talk to people with video chatting, video messaging, and then you have the virtual reality, and and that's really cool. You can connect with people, and that's really cool. And then I like that Mark is hanging out with friends and learning stuff from his wife about biology, so that he can like learn how to put technology inside our bodies, kind of like Mr. Elon Musk. Or maybe he won't do it anymore. Maybe he will with the little Neuralink stuff, like it's like a brain net into your brain. That's cool, not cool, you know. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to talk about that. Let me think really hard. So it's cool that he's doing this stuff, surfing and karate stuff and whatever that Joe Rogan does. The kickboxing, maybe not kickboxing. I forget exactly what Mark does with his friends when nobody's looking. No, I'm joking, but it's like, all that kind of stuff. And then the third hour is about like censorship and Facebook, and what was Facebook doing or not doing these past 2 or 3 years, and how hard of a job it is. And I like the idea of working really, really hard. So let's imagine that, like, you don't know anything about Mark. You can think hypothetically, oh wow, Mark is so cool, and they talked about his backstory, and I was really interested in that, and like especially the last 30 minutes of the interview. That's like the last half of the third hour, the last hour, and so Mark was talking about his backstory, and it's interesting. I mean, surface level. Surface level is really interesting, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. So here's the alleged story. All right, let's just pretend that it's totally true and that there's nothing else that I'm not going to talk about right now, but I want to talk about. But this video is about me and all the stuff that I like. The stuff that I liked about Mark talking to Joe Rogan. Only that. So I need to stop talking about stuff that I don't like. Here's what I like. Probably the biggest thing I liked out of all that stuff that I already mentioned about technology and having fun with hobbies and sports and fighting and tickling your little buddies and wife on Hawaii while you also invade them. Here's what I like. Last 30 minutes. So Mark is talking about his backstory. It's very interesting. So, I'm just your average guy, average nerd at Harvard, 2004. Comes out with a little page thing, the Facebook, people like it, and then like every 2 weeks they're like adding a new college, a new university, a new college like every week or two. And it's growing and growing. 2006, it comes to my school, my college. I'm at a college in West Virginia, and then I join, and then Facebook is opened to the public. Anybody can join in 2007. So I ended up joining before that. So before that, you had to have a school email. You when you sign up, when you join, when you register, you have to put in the school email address. And so it's like my email address, like Joey Arnold at abc.edu, something like that. Joey.arnold, something like that. And I think that was the email. And at the name of my college, that's how I registered, and I got in, like when it was still in the beta mode. What do they call it? Beta? It was, I don't know what exactly it was, but I'm just saying like beta, like Facebook beta in a way, because it wasn't really open to the public at that point until 2007. So I joined before that. So I'm really old school. I've been with Facebook for a long time. So I've always, really, really loved it early on. And what I really liked about his story, surface level only, okay, is like, here's a guy out of nowhere, and with his friends too, okay. He didn't do it all by himself. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Let's just say surface level, the official narrative is like, so Mark and his friends were able to start Facebook. The idea was they were just kind of doing this for their friends. it started growing, and they were always thinking other people would do it, other people would do it, other people would do it. Not us, but it ended up being them. Ended up being Mark Zuckerberg, who took it to the world stage, and it was really cool. And so the idea is, the story is, the underdog can do it, and if he can do it, you can do it, because he's just a nobody. Never mind the conspiracy theories about who was his real parents, genetically speaking. Why did he change his last name? Did Mark change his last name to, what it is today? And was he born with another last name? Oh, that's just a conspiracy. Is it? I don't know. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about that. Even though they're, you want to go down a rabbit trail and figure out, you want to go get his blood and try to figure out who his real parents were. And then you can, like, connect the dots to, like, government funding. But let's just say the alleged story is, he didn't change his name. They didn't get government funding. They just did it all by themselves. And maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Maybe the government came in later on to, help them out. Maybe it started out totally just them. Maybe he's not related to some other people that I'm not going to talk about right now. And if you know what I'm talking about, or even if you don't, you could be like, Joey Arnold's a weirdo. Even for joking about it. He can't joke about stuff that might be true, because he's stupid for thinking that it's true, because it's probably true what he's talking about, but I don't think it's true because I'm a stupid idiot. And I think Joey Arnold's retarded because I'm stupid. Sorry, it's not funny, but I'm seriously, that was a laugh. That's a real laugh. The best laugh I've had all day. Ha ha ha. Okay? See, that was not a laugh. Can you tell a difference? Sometimes you don't know the difference between a real person and a fake person. And who is Mark? And where did he come from? But nonetheless, what I liked was this story of hope. And that's what they gave at the end of the podcast. In the next video, I want to talk about all the stuff I don't like. Which, actually, I don't really have to, because I already made a bunch of other videos and stuff talking about it. And I probably talked about it in a bunch of other videos for many, many years now. And a lot of articles and stuff talking about it for many, many years now. So I don't really don't have to tell you what I like. I mean, what I don't like. Because I've already done it. I've done it so many times. But here's what I like. Technology, like I said in the first hour, that he's a person and he does hobbies and sports in the second hour. And in the third hour, he started a business and he kept at it, and people didn't believe in him, and he kept at it, and then boom, wow, WOLBI, competing against other big companies, and it's like they're making billions of dollars and spending billions of dollars on defense and everything, and that's the story. And so, surface level, the idea is, if he can do it, you can do it. Now, that's not totally true, but let's just say I liked it. I liked that. And that's my video. I'm not gonna really go through it to try to tell you every single thing that I liked, because I'm kind of joking about what I liked about it, because I kind of like it in a way, but really I'm kind of joking because I really don't like it. But I do like it, but I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Because I see through it, but I can understand how you could like it.